Hello, welcome to the news on Lagos Television. I am Bababumi Agbibi. The Independent National Electoral Commission has cleared 17 parties for today's election as candidates battle to take over the reins of leadership from incumbent Governor Godwin Obaseki, which tenure ends in November. Asu Ighodalo of the People's Democratic Party, the All Progressive Congress's Monday Okpebolo, and Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party are the major contenders for the Edo election. The election is taking place in 4,519 polling units across the 18 local government areas of Edo State. The Nigerian Police Force has also made a significant breakthrough in its efforts to curb electoral violence in Edo State with the arrest of 2 suspected political thugs. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has called on all stakeholders in Edo State to conduct themselves peacefully in today's governorship election. The president also told the governorship candidates, political parties, and supporters to respect the democratic process and the people's will. He believes in the voters' ability to make informed decisions about their future leaders. President Tinubu emphasizes that democracy thrives on civility, tolerance, patience, and respect for the rules of the game. He notes that the Independent National Electoral Commission is committed to conducting a free and fair election and urges all stakeholders to work together to ensure a successful and peaceful process. Mr. President further urges all citizens in the state to remain peaceful and respectful throughout the voting process and encourages them to resolve any disagreements amicably through constituted authorities. President Tinubu expressed unwavering confidence in the professionalism and integrity of security agencies and INEC officials as he urges them to remain impartial and avoid any actions that could compromise the integrity of the electoral process. Away from Edo elections, the Central Bank of Nigeria says it has temporarily withdrawn the monetary, credit, foreign trade, and exchange policy guidelines for fiscal years 2024-2025 documents. It said the revocation of the document is to minimize the risk of any further mispresentation or misinterpretation, resulting in confusion among stakeholders. CBN further stated that the guidelines were misunderstood by some outlets as new policies when they are just the compilation of previously issued policies and directives effective until December 31, 2023. Here in Lagos, the state government has begun a free surgical mission for 200 children in the Ikorodu division. Chief Medical Director of Ikorodu General Hospital, Dr. Taiwo Asin, says the outreach is to improve healthcare access to all residents, especially the less privileged. Ikorodu Bureau Chief Adeshago Igop reports.
200 children from vulnerable homes in Ikorodu Division and its environs are benefiting from the General Hospital Ikorodu Lagos State Government's free surgical mission, an initiative the Chief Medical Director, Dr. Taiwo Hassan, described is to alleviate the hardship of residents.
This is a surgical mission for 200 indigent patients. It's to assist the needy, it's to support the less privileged, and the mission is entirely for children. The surgical mission is targeted at the children.
Dr. Hassan said the free surgical mission underscores the hospitals and the state government's dedication to enhancing healthcare access for financially disadvantaged residents.
We found out that a lot of people are finding it difficult to foot their healthcare through out-of-pocket expenditure. A lot of people are talking about food. So very less is going into healthcare. We have stratified them into numbers per day. So this mission is starting from today and it will end on Friday, 28th of September 2024.
The surgical mission is an orphan health intervention for children with health defects or ailments that needs corrective surgeries.
The aim is only just to help the less privileged, because I know that there are so many children that are just dying needlessly just for over a preventable causes. So all these things we want to, straighten the the narrative. We want to see how we can help these people, for the...
They didn't collect any money from us, so everything is free. And we thank our governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, for what he did, because we really appreciate what he did to us. Because in Nigeria that we have, to eat is very difficult in Nigeria. I myself, I was thinking how to do it because there's no any support for me. I support myself for my children to be okay. So I really appreciate it. God will bless you.
With this mission, the General Hospital Ikorodu is committed to serving the community and supporting families by taking healthcare service to its zenith. Adesegun Igop, LTV News.
Lagos State Government has issued a final 3-month relocation notice to owners of properties built on the high-tension power lines in Makoko-Yaba waterside area of the state.
According to the Nigerian Electricity
Control Agency, Bolan Oki, who gave the warning notice during a meeting with leaders of the community, urged the concerned residents to relocate to safer areas on or before December 20 to avoid electrocution and fire outbreak. Adekola Astrop compiled this report.
According to the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, a 100-meter distance must be maintained between residential structures and transmission lines, where it is not so at Makoko, a riverine community in Yaba LCDA of Lagos State, as residents continue to flout this regulation. This stakeholders meeting with officials of the Lagos State Building Control Agency is to issue a final warning and relocation notice to occupants of structures under the transmission power lines at Makoko and Ayetoro communities.
The governor of Lagos State does not want to inconvenience, put unease on any individual. Because that high tension, if it drops on that water, nothing less than thousands will go for it. And when such thing happens, who are they going to blame? So, and who are the governments? It also.
General Manager of the agency, Bolan Oki, warns of the dangers of electromagnetic radiation, which threatens the safety of residents living close to power lines, and sanctions to be meted out on violators of urban planning laws.
What Mr. Governor wants them to do is to make sure that they move away from the power line. That is a very heavy power line that is there. And there is a distance that they are supposed to keep away from it, which is about between 120 and 100 meters away from. They should move away from there. All these that we have said must happen between now and 20th of December so that we can move on.
While stressing the need to comply with the new building guidelines, Oki warns the community leaders against accommodating timber merchants in the community following their relocation to Agbowa Ikosi.
Government doesn't want a situation where some of them will come to a particular community and believe that they are, they can use that place for some period of time, which means that they are more or less not moving away from Okobaba. And that is why government sent me to them to explain to them in details that it is very important that it doesn't want anybody selling plank or trading plank within this environment.
From Third Mainland Bridge, Makoko Aziz to Ilaje Bariga is like a selling point of what Lagos State should be. So people coming in and out of Lagos State right on Third Mainland Bridge should be able to see semblance of a state that is viable, rich, and beautiful.
We should step back from high tension 100 meters perpendicular away, and then nobody will. And that's what we keep on till today, and we are going to do it before that 20th of December.
Meanwhile, officials of the agency also dislodged some miscreants who are resettling at the site of the relocated timber markets at Makoko and Ayetoro communities.
In sports, the much anticipated Alimosho Football Coaches Council Championship kicked off during the week as two teams recorded victories on the opening day of the league. Aimed to showcase and expose players of participating teams to better opportunity, the 2024 AFCC League got off to a promising start with plenty goals in Week 1.
Sam Jason Football Club began their campaign with victory, defeating Zion Bread Football Academy 3-1 at the Navy Ultra Model Sports Complex, Navy Town, Wojo. Chidera Okpara put Sam Jason in front in the first half and doubled the advantage in the 58th minute, while Sunday Kelvin added the third in the 75th minute to condemn their opponents to defeat. Hakeem Olaitan scored consolation goal for Zion Breed FA when converted a penalty kick in the 81st minute because the game ended 3-1.
We were compact, we did what we should do. We were going together, we were compact together, so we complemented each other going forward and attack and defense. So I believe that was what helped us in the game. It means we are stepping into the right path. Your first game, your first win. So it means a lot of things. It is giving us the right momentum going into this league. The same thing, the same results, the same commitments, the same discipline, and I believe the results are going to come our way.
Every other team is preparing. Like we have started today, and we have won 3-1, which means our preparation is going to be more than what we have been doing before. Yes, why? Because to stay at the top, you need to, prepare very well. Nothing comes easy. I will not just say maybe because of today's game. Yes, the truth is, if supposing they had even converted most of their chances, it would have been more than 3. It's a league game, you understand, the goals still count.
League new boys, Simorio Football Academy are hoping to win the AFCC Championship in their debut season, and the side sent a warning to other opponents as they walloped Attention FC 4-2. In other week 1 matches, Rems Athletic Football Club played 1-1 draw with Kerch Sports Club as SSFBC Teams Football Academy played 2-2 with Sami Football Academy. Chairman of the organizing committee, Uchenna AK, commended the teams for keeping to the rules and regulations following the successful opening day.
They need to work on keeping the momentum high because they started on a good note. It's not how you start that matters, it's how you finish. They need to keep this standard and improve upon it. So I commend the committee and I hope they will do much better.
While showing quality organizing.
Respect the opponents. Whatever happens, we must be respectful to our opponents. And we must see this as an opportunity to improve on where we were before this championship.
The 2024 Alimosho Football Coaches Council Football Championship continues with second-round matches next week.
For more news, connect with Lagos Television on these social media platforms. A quick reminder to call Lagos toll-free lines 767 or 112 in case of emergencies. Many thanks for watching. I am Bababumi Agbebi. Do join us again at 2.